My name is Matthew Beckford. I play wide receiver and safety, and I'm a class of 2028.
My name is Jeremiah Vessel, class of 28. I play running back and linebacker.
Head coach Patrick Goodpaster.
Coach, this is your first year. You're a graduate of Narbonne. Go ahead and give me your outlook for this season, taking over this program, knowing the kind of adversity, turmoil it's been through, and the kind of pride you have as a Narbonne alum.
Good question. So I'm alumni class of 2000. From here, I went and played ball at Colorado State, was there. And since then, I've been coaching youth football. I had the opportunity to be the head coach. I got hired, I think, February. When we first started, sixth period, I think I had about 20 kids. We're up to about 45 now. I don't really actually know all the particulars of the past and the trials and tribulations, but I just know going forward, all of those people are gone. And I'm just going to work with what I have and set our best foot forward for the season.
And, just kind of on that note, what are some things maybe you're trying to instill in this program to show that, things have changed here at Narbonne?
It's discipline, accountability. Starts at GPA, going to classes, making sure we're there. It's not 2.0. I'm trying to tell my kids it's 3.0. Accountability when it comes to practice. Everyone needs to be there every day. When you're not a deep football team and you don't have depth, I try to explain to them when a key player misses a day, that's a day gone for the team. And putting a team first before individuals. And last year, the 0-10 season is behind us. It's a new year, new look, and hard work and building a culture takes time, but we have the right players and coaches to do so.
How tough is that 0-10 season to look at as an alumni, knowing how proud Gaucho alumni are?
Yeah, really tough. The program went in directions it probably shouldn't have. And these young men are going to be responsible for building it back. And I tell them, don't focus on the negative. Just know the 2026 class is the class that's going to turn it around and start building in a positive direction.
Your non-league schedule, you start with Cleveland this week at Cleveland. You've got North High, Fairfax as well, a couple others. But what are you looking at from this team, this program, during the non-league portion of your schedule?
Every week getting better and better. That's it. We're young. We're inexperienced. We don't have a lot of guys that played a lot of youth sports or played sports prior. So just every week get better and better is the goal for the team, and learning and coaching and watching film and getting better. That's just the goal.
What are some things you've already learned from your new coach, and what's it now like being part of a program that's kind of had to start over?
I feel like some things I learned from my new coach is discipline, my work ethic, and
Some things I learned from Coach PJ, discipline and hard work, something I learned from Coach PJ.
You guys play both sides of the ball. How tough is that in high school football these days, knowing the expectation is 60, 70 plays every week?
I wouldn't say it's really tough. I feel like it's just more reps, getting better, and all around it's fun. I wouldn't say it's hard, but yeah.
I would say because I'm more of an offensive guy than I'm a defensive guy, so playing safety is kind of new for me. But like JJ said, more reps, more playing time, and just better opportunity to get better on both sides of the ball.
Coach, just tell me a little about the identity you hope to establish on the ball, and about as far as the makeup of your roster, how many newcomers, and were you able to bring anybody back from last year?
I think we probably have maybe 20% retention of kids that played last year. We're probably 70% sophomores and below. We have 4 transfers, but we do have a good numbers on our JV team this year. Our identities are alignment, assignment, and play violent. That's what we're going to do. We're going to line up correctly. We're going to know assignments, and we're going to play violently, and we're going to run around. Whatever the results of that play or of that play, next play go. But we're going to be coached up. We're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to play violently.
One of the things I saw on Max Preps when I was researching your team last year, aside from the record, was point differential. This offense averaged 8 points a game. What's the biggest thing from your perspective that can get better? And game 1 is quickly approaching.
You got to just take what the defense gives you. If you're going to be a defensive football team, and there's 3 phases, right? Offense, defense, special teams. If our offense is lacking, then I'm going to go slow pace offense and keep the ball out of the team's hands, and that's what we're going to do. But week to week, I think Narbonne football is going to look different every single week. We're going to run a variety of different things. We're not going to have a per se identity. You're not going to say, hey, Narbonne's a spread team or a wing team thing. Narbonne's going to do everything, and every week I have an excellent coaching staff. And if this week against this team, we're going to do this, then that's what we're going to do. But I don't think there's going to be a rhyme or reason you say, hey, this offense is one dimensional, because we're going to do everything.
And then as, someone who's, played at the school and played in the Marine League, what are some things that your players are going to have to understand, as you guys go through the non-league and get ready for the Marine League?
Marine League football's tough. You know, there's some good schools out there. Carson is loaded. Like they're obviously everyone and their mother knows Carson's the team to beat. You know, that's going to be the big dog, and everyone needs to suit up and lace them up and try to do their best every week in, week out.
You had said that the majority of your roster is sophomores and younger, but what are you looking for out of young men like JJ and Matthew, especially being, you know, two of the gentlemen that you picked for today's event?
You know, I had the privilege of playing for Coach Lubick, and he had a saying, good teams have a good coach. Great teams are ran by great players. And that's what I try to tell these kids. Like, you know, I could tell these kids to jump and they might say how high, but if JJ or one of these leaders on the team tell them to do it, it's a different feeling. It's a different vibe. And when you get one or two guys that are special, that believe in the program, believe what the coach is pushing, players will always follow a player before they follow a coach. I truly believe that. You know, the greatest teams have that. You look at the Ravens, it was Ray Lewis, right? Every team has that guy, and that guy represents the team, and his culture is contagious. And JJ's that guy. I have our quarterback this year is a senior. He's a basketball player. Q. They're those guys. These are going to be the two guys that I'm going to rely on. And JJ is going to be the biggest influence on the team, both sides of the ball. I know he said 60 plays is nothing yet, but 60 plays with our culture is going to be something. That's my job, to make sure he's fresh for when I need him. And that's a coaching thing of when I need to rest him, when I don't need to.
You said your quarterback is also a basketball player?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Meadows. Kiari Meadows.
How big is it? I know I ask a lot of different coaches this question, but in high school, how big is it for you to have your athletes playing multiple sports?
Right. You ask 10 people that 10 different opinions. This is high school. I want the kids to have a good time. I want them to be educated. I want them to do whatever. If he wants to run track, baseball, football, whatever, be an athlete. You know, I'm definitely came onto this campus. We have some really good programs here, right? When I was in school here, our girls basketball team was number 1 in the nation. We were all competitive and everyone kind of played everything. Now, I do have expectations. So if Q is not playing basketball and they don't have practice in the off season, then yeah, you're going to come to the weight room with our strength and conditioning coach. So as long as you're doing something and you're learning, I'm okay with all of that.
Gentlemen, last one for the both of you. Season starts Friday. What are some of the things that you're asking for out of your teammates? Whether it be showing up on time, whether it be giving 110%, whether it be, you know, keep your head up even if we're down.
Just to come to practice and execute on game days. You know, we're playing to win, and you know we're gonna do our best. Just try our best.
I'm looking for 100% effort, domination, and just execute every play. If something bad goes wrong, it's already in the past, and just move on to the next play and learn from it and get better.
Coach, first game of the season is Friday. You know, non-negotiables. Do you have any?
Get better from our scrimmage last week. Effort was good. Execution was not. I think 4 of the 26 plays, I had 10 guys on the field. Little mistakes like that, right? That's coaching. That's first game jitters for some of the players. But that's it. Just get better every week. But like I said, alignment assignment, and we're going to play violent. That's non-negotiable. That's what we're going to do.
Close it out with favorite football player, favorite football movie.
Old school. Bo Jackson. I named my son after him, and the program.
My favorite football move would probably be Gridiron Gang, and my favorite football player would probably be Le'Veon Bell or Marshawn Lynch.
Favorite football player is probably Jacoby Lane. I don't have a favorite football movie, but
what do you do if you're not watching movies?
I'm training. I'm working out or something.
All right. Thank you, guys.